I didn't even have to tell her to do it. She did it anyway, girl.
He the first rapper to not spend no motherfucking bread.
So what do y'all be expecting for these celebrities to do?
And hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm running out of breath for some reason.
Well, Miss Paradise, it's been a long time coming, but we've made it here, baby. I am Miss Cookie with the Good Nookie, and we have here with us Paradise. Paradise, why don't you give us a little bit about who you are, about your upbringing. Tell us where you came from and what got you started in the industry.
I go by Paradise Jordan. I'm 29. I have 2 kids. I've been in Atlanta since I was 13. I'm originally from South Carolina. Transitioning to Atlanta is a different ball game. I'm a country girl. I'm from the country. My daddy kept me wrapped in the house. So when I stepped out, it was like I had a baby, and it was just one of them things what would you do? You got to make some shape. And naturally, I'm a good dancer. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm my mama always told me use your gift and make money. Find something you like to do and make money from it. So that's the road I took. She went clear on what to do. So that's the road I took. You know what I'm saying? So I tiptoed around some clubs here about 4 years ago. Didn't tell nobody, tiptoeing around. I just really wasn't feeling it. I'll dance here, dance there. I think my first night, I probably made $500. I was like, damn.
Let me be perfectly clear with you. Let me let you know exactly what I want to know. I want to let us get real.
Come on, what you
okay, I want you to give me the tea, and I want us to get into it. You understand what I'm saying? Tell me about how you started dancing. I want to know the exact moment that you was like, hey, I'm about to go do this. Did you do an audition, or did you have this plan?
My very first time that I had to go, I got turned away because I didn't have makeup on. And I thought I was pissed off because I'm a naturally pretty girl, so I didn't feel like I needed makeup, and I'm looking what's in this club. So I was like, okay, I needed this money. Bills was coming up. I was in that stage, I didn't want to ask nobody for no help. I had stuff going on, so that's really what pushed me to go do it. I knew I can do it.
Girl, well, what was going on, honey? Tell us what's going on. Tell us what drove you to say, hey, I'm about to go take my clothes off for this shit.
So at that time, I was working 3 jobs. I worked 3 jobs. I was working at McDonald's making $7.25. Then I was working at Hertz making probably $9.75 until I got a raise. And then I started doing a transportation service. I was working 3 jobs. Then I had a child. Okay. So most people well, where was your baby daddy? What was he doing? And at that time, we was young. So I was wrapped in that. He got a background thing. So I felt like it was an excuse for a long time. So I felt like I was the hustler. You get what I'm saying? But still trying to hold on a family, trying to have a man. And I did all of that so young. So I ain't really live like I should have because I've been working and always been working. So that pushed me there. There's no way I'm this fine. I got to be working 3 jobs. Some had to cut.
Okay,
I wasn't feeling it.
Tell me how that first night was. Tell me what you did. Tell me how you felt and what drove you to do. What were your ambitions at?
That first night, my only goal was to get my rent money that was coming up. That was my goal. And I was a little nervous, but I'm like, you do this. You go to the club, you turn up with you do this. So it was just one of those mental things that I talked myself into. But it was also a mental thing where I was like, you got to go behind this. Get in, come out. Don't get caught up in what goes on in the club. That's been my mental thought since day one.
How old were you?
My son is, 25?
25?
Yeah.
And you said you did it because you were in a bind, you needed your rent money. You said you come from a sheltered family. You said your father sheltered you. How did you tell them that you were a dancer?
Okay, so in that stage, I didn't tell them.
Okay.
But when I got ready to go public, my first day going public, when I was announcing I'm going to do this at a club, I did it in Columbia, South Carolina. It's a club called Vault. It's no longer open. And that was my first day. And I felt like out of respect for my parents and, my baby daddy, I feel like out of respect, I need to let y'all know what I'm finna do. I'm not asking y'all permission, but out of respect, I'm telling y'all what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of feedback did you get from your family?
My mom was down for it. My mama, she been my fan, my number one fan since day one. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't going for it. Nobody can say nothing about me. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the first. I ain't gonna be the last to do it. You feel me? So, my baby daddy, he he wasn't comfortable with it at first, but before the dancing, I used to post twerk videos and do all kind of stuff. I knew what it was gonna lead up to, but nobody else didn't see my vision. You feel me? Like
Right.
I knew that was building up my platform to eventually start getting paid for it. You know, they didn't see it then, but they see it now. So now everybody on board with what's going on. They didn't see it at first, so I got talked about and whatever, but I knew what I was doing, so I ain't let none of that stop me. You know, my daddy ain't say too much. You know, he told me to be careful, and I know as a man, it's not something he want me to do. You feel me? But I had to stand up on my own. Like, that's what I
Right.
chose to do. You feel me? But I had to let him know my thought process. Like, this is how I move. So I don't want you to be worried about me thinking something gonna happen. Like, you supposed to because you're my father, but you raised me. You get me? So I know not to come up here and get caught up in no mess. I know not to take drinks from niggas in the club. Like, I don't do none of that. I don't smoke nobody else shit. I come here with my own stuff. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, so that's how I operate.
So listen, Paradise, tell me, so you in the game now. You done told your parents, you got a son. Were you with your baby father while you started dancing?
Yeah. It was rocky, but
So tell
yeah.
tell us about that. Tell us about how your relationship with your baby father changed as you being a dancer.
So when I was stepping into being a dancer, our relationship was coming to an end. It was coming to an end. Like, it was just shaky. That's one of those things, you outgrow somebody. The love ain't there. You young. It was one of those. And he was all down for it. Now, my current boyfriend that I had started dealing with, I think that it was something new for him because my whole lifestyle was something new for him. Mm-hmm. So my baby daddy is 100% supportive of everything.
Okay.
My first night that I went, when I was creeping around, my best friends and my baby daddy showed up and threw money. So when I got on stage, my rotation, I almost cried like, oh, these bitches came to see me. So now I'm lit. I'm like, oh, you know.
How much money did you make on your first night?
And the first night I made $500. That's the night.
You made $500.
Yeah. And at the time, my rent was $850. So I was like, okay, we there, you know.
What's the most that you've made dancing?
The most in one night? I made $10,000 in one night.
Okay.
And I'm not really a club girl like that. I'm mostly like, I do bookings.
Okay.
I do more like private events.
Call girl.
Yeah,
Tell us about that, girl. Tell us about it. So you
Yeah,
do
like,
the 101s. You the type of girl like they just can't book. You got to have a word of mouth to get to you.
that.
Okay,
So
so
when
tell us about
when
your fees and stuff, girl.
Okay.
How much it costs to get to you?
So my privates are $1,500 to $3,000.
$1,500 to $3,000, and what does that consist of?
That's just me, and that depends on the person because it's kind of like how you present yourself to me is how I treat you. So if you came off on me with some top dollars, it stays there.
Okay.
I don't care what he paying and what we doing the same thing. You started with this, we're gonna keep it at that. You feel me?
Okay.
But then I ain't finna knock this nigga because if this all you got, I'm gonna take this 15. You get me? Like, but that's just
So
it
what,
is.
like $1,500? So mostly.
And really, it's just, and these are like, like right now, I probably got three consistent people that when they coming in town, they like, hey, where you at type stuff. I'm in town. We'll set up, and after whatever I gotta do, we vibe, we smoke, talk, and I dance for them. Like, you know.
So, girl, you said you had a father that sheltered you. Mm-hmm. You knew in the game. You said you came in at 25. You 29. So that's like 4 years that you've been dancing. Mm-hmm. And you said when you dance, like you do 101s, and you have to be booked. Okay, so who looking after you? Because you ain't got your daddy look at you, baby. You got a pimp.
I do that. I don't need nobody
So
handling my money.
who's looking after you? Who's looking after you? You a woman.
Right, no. So I take people with me anytime I go to
Okay.
privates. Like, I never go anywhere alone. I don't. They may not go in with me, but somebody's always outside. Everybody know where I'm at. My daddy, everybody. I never go nowhere without telling somebody where I'm at. My location is always on. Like, I don't do that because I know what lifestyle I'm in. I know it's dangerous, so everybody knows where I'm at. So I know that I take a risk by doing certain stuff, but it's like, I come in there with faith, and if the energy or the vibe is off, I won't do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't do one-on-ones with people like that. No, you can't just come in my inbox and say, hey, you do privates. No, I don't do privates with people like that. No,
Okay.
It ain't open to the damn public because y'all are some creeps. Y'all gonna try to kidnap my ass and send me to the highest bidder. Like, no, like, I don't do that. So these are people that I know, like, I done kicked it with. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you mentioned that you have 3 clients that you have and that you consistently deal with. Mm-hmm. Tell us about an adventure with one of these clients.
So, okay, so I've never exchanged sex with them. I haven't. The most I have let them do is play with a toy on me.
Okay.
Okay. So recently when the price went up to $3,000, it just kind of like slipped a little bit.
What's the girl?
So like I was dancing, I was just giving him the dance, and it was around like his birthday time. And normally our privates, you know, he give me $1,500 to $2,000, and I never complain because it's always more than what you know what I'm saying. So whatever, I'd be satisfied, you know. And he was like, "When my birthday coming, I want a better show." I'm like, "What the fuck? What a better show mean?" So he was like, honestly, I've known him so long to where if he would have told me the right price, I just would have been like,
You would have did it.
yeah.
So what's the right price? Because you charge $2,000.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like when I be looking at it, like, if you already paying me $3,000 just for a dance, you know, shit, we finna go all the way. I just feel like it's gonna have to be double.
Is it time? Do they have to pay for your time? So if they give you, so you say you charge
I'm usually
$1,500
there
to
anybody
$3,000.
between 1 to 2 hours. That's it.
1 to 2 hours.
And that's with everything. Just going in there to kick it, chill, we smoking, everything. Like, if I'm coming from the club, I might go there and take a shower.
What if it's a whole crew?
It ain't no whole crew, nothing. We ain't no whole crew.
Oh, okay. So are you currently dancing now?
Yeah, I get bookings. Like, they book me to go to different clubs. I dance in South Carolina a lot. I get booked to just host special appearances, but that's like a 2-in-1 because when I go host, I'm a turn up regardless, and they gonna throw money. So I make money with clothes on and without clothes on. Like,
could you tell me a time
so
that
my booking
you had...
fees for that is $1,500. So they'll book me for $1,500 to come. So Atlanta prices is different. I'm in Atlanta where girls would do a lot for nothing. You get what I'm saying? So when it come down to my prices here, it's kind of like I did drop it to $500 deposit because.
Why would you drop your prices?
Well, no, I never. It never was up. Like, this just kind of always been my price around Atlanta. Most of my bookings come from out of town. So, and that started at $1,500. You know what I'm saying? So everything is difficult in Atlanta. The clubs, the people, they always trying to talk you down on your price. And I don't be with it. So that's why I always go to South Carolina or other places to dance. Like, they want you to do too much for them $5 and them $10 and whatever. Like, I don't be with it. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to South Carolina and you make all this money and you ain't even got to take your clothes off.
Okay.
So that's why I always go. They're like, why you don't ever dance in Atlanta? Because it's too much to dance in. It's just too much, you know?
Tell me about a time that you danced and something happened, or you went through a traumatic experience to made you learn from it. You understand what I'm saying? What have you learned from dancing? What traumatic experience happened to you while you were dancing that caused you to learn something from it? Tell me about a time that you went through something very traumatic in dancing.
Honestly, I haven't. When I got into this game and I knew I was finna go full force in this game, I mentally prepared myself for the do's, the don'ts, the what could happen, the what, you know, I had already mentally prepared myself. I told myself that I wasn't gonna get caught up in this lifestyle with the men, with the girls. I wasn't going in the club to make friends, but I wasn't going to make enemies either. You know what I'm saying? So I never go to nobody with bad energy. I carry the energy that I want to get in return. So I don't get negative energy when I go. I don't have incidents. I don't get into fights when I go to the club because I'm a classy entertainer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that ratchet shit. You feel me? But if it go there, it go there. It is what it is. But I have 2 kids. You feel me? I'm out here trying to make money, not give it to the system. So I don't have those issues, like, honestly, and I'm thankful for that because I don't want to be walking around having to look over my shoulder because this bitch don't like me from the club or I took your client. And it do be some of that. But when you get in that club and you got these girls, like, I peep out folks' energy. You feel me? Like, and when the energy, honestly, each club I go work at, I go check it out first. I go throw money. I go in there like a regular customer and I want to check it out because I be trying to peep out how everybody energy is. Is this a drummified club? Y'all fighting here? Y'all got rules? Like, I do that. I do my research before I just go. I fly out of town to check out a club. If I don't like it, I won't go. That's just how I operate. So I ain't never really had nothing like that to happen because I get in and get out. I don't go to the same club. I try not to have no stalkers. I don't try to talk to I don't try to do none of that. You feel me? Like, a client is a client. You stay in the club. Like, I don't need nobody stalking me. You can't come to my house. Like, I'm that careful. You know what I'm saying? I got bad anxiety. So all the shit that's going on around here, like, I don't move like that. I just want people to know, like, I'm here to get my money and I'm here to leave. I don't want to have sex with you after. Like, no, nothing. It ain't that type of party. This is not Junior's bachelor party, okay?
So I know, being a stripper, that you have come up to. I know that you have had an experience where you had to do something that you didn't want to do, but that money was calling you. Tell me about a time that you had to do something that you really didn't want to do.
Well, it wasn't in this area. I done did something like that before, but it wasn't referring to dancing. You know, like
what was that, girl?
That was before all this. Like about the only time I know for sure I done did that. My mama needed her light bill paid, and I was working at a daycare with a 1-year-old making like $150 a week. Mm-hmm. She called me, and it's like I'm the oldest child. So I feel like I had to figure something out. It was this man on my line already. So I'm like, hey, what you talking about? You know
what line was he on? Where did he come from?
I met him at a club. I was probably like 19. Mm-hmm. And I used somebody else's ID to get in. So he was like 32. I had a 1-year-old at this time. And I just ended up having sex with him. Like we knew each other for maybe like 3 or 4
For
weeks.
money?
Right, yeah. Like we had already been texting and talking.
Right.
And I mean, hell, he.
But Paradise Girl, do you think that played a part in you becoming a dancer or wanting to?
My mama just needed that money to pay her bills. We was already talking type stuff, and we had sex or whatever. And of course, he know I needed some fucking money, so I need some money.
So, girl, did he pay the $3,000? What he paid?
That was way before I was in this life. That's why I'm like, that ain't like when I did do that when I was younger. Like,
what did that make you feel like? As a woman, what did it make you feel like after you?
After I did it, I was like, it wasn't worth it. Like, first, because it was trash, first of all. It wasn't even good. You know what I'm saying? And then I was young, so I think he gave me like $400.
$400.
And now when I think like that right then, I felt like, okay, that's good. Like my mama need 120 or whatever. I kept the rest. But right then, but now I'm like, bitch, you really got that man some ass for $300? I'm like, ain't no fucking way. Like this shit is good. Ain't no way you sold that for $350. Like, we gotta run that back.
Okay, tell us about your children. How many kids? You said you have 2 kids. Are they boys, girls? What's up?
I have 2. I have a 10-year-old and I have a 6-year-old girl. She just turned 6.
Okay, so what advice would you give to your daughter when she comes of age, and now that technology is taking place, mm-hmm. and she's gonna be able to see her mama doing some shit that
right.
So how are you gonna prepare your daughter? Have you prepared your daughter to for this lifestyle that you're living? Mm-hmm. Because you're paving the way for her. She's gonna look up to her mommy.
Right.
So what do you have in place to tell your daughter when she can say, hey mama, I'm about to dance, I'm about to go trick, I'm about to go sell this for this and that? You know what I'm saying? What advice would you give her and other young girls that's coming up?
So like I said, when I got into this, I mentally prepared myself for this. So I knew it would come a time where I have to tell my kids what's going on, and now is the time. My son is 10, my daughter is 6. Like, they're on TikTok, they see all kind of stuff. Like, even when, you know what I'm saying, like the stuff that I don't introduce her to, she can naturally dance. My mom can dance. Like, we're natural dancers. If I tell my daughter to get with it, she'll fuck them up. She'll lay them little kids out. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But I didn't teach her that. You get me? So, but because I'm a dancer, it's gonna always look like, oh, she get it from her mama. She acting like her mama. You know what I'm saying? But if my daughter choose this lifestyle, it's going to be because she want to, not because she have to. I had to. I'm doing this so she don't have to. And I don't sugarcoat nothing with my kids because the world ain't going to sugarcoat nothing with them. You feel me? I tell her, you too young. Like, little girls don't be twerking and stuff. Like, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? She used to say, well, Mom, the little girls don't hear or here do that. Hey, them ain't my kids. You can't do that. It's not cute. I tell her, grown men look at kids, they'll snatch your ass up. Like, I just keep it 100 with them. Like, I don't want my kids to be green to nothing because the world ain't gonna. I tell them, they know I work at the club. They know, but they know they ask for expensive shit too. And this is how I can get y'all stuff that y'all be asking for. And right now, my son don't stay with me. My daughter just came back. And because of that, because I feel like I'm in a platform where my bookings and stuff is picking up. So I feel like my kids need to be in a stable environment where I don't have to be in and out, dropping them off at this person, that person's house, like they be with their grandmother in a, stable, safe place. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's going on now. So I'm in the process of dancing and being a long distance mom. So I still travel up and down the road to make football games, baseball games, all of that. So This is my everyday life of dancing on the weekend, games through the week. Like, I'm honest with my kids. Like, my daughter can climb a pole. You get what I'm saying? But once my daughter got caught looking at porn on her tablet, it was kind of like, not
wait,
hold on.
Wait.
You know more than what
you said. Your daughter was how old?
She's She just turned 6.
And how she get hold the porn?
So she has a tablet, and
Who history she looking at? Is it yours?
no, we don't. I don't look at porn. Hell, I make my own. Okay. They can subscribe.
So you make porn too.
I'm an
That you
OnlyFans.
failed to
No.
tell us, girl. Well, I told you let's get
No,
real.
I don't sell. I
Give
mean, I
me
have
the
an
tea,
OnlyFans, but
and
I
let's
don't.
get into it. Let's talk about your OnlyFans, girl. What's up? How much do they have to go on to your OnlyFans? How can they find you? How can the people find you?
Underscore Paradise Jordan. Underscore Paradise Jordan for everything. Underscore Paradise Jordan on Instagram. Paradise Jordan on Facebook. Underscore Paradise Jordan on OnlyFans.
What if they want to book you for a private session? Where can the people find you to?
I do parties, but one-on-ones, like, I don't do that with people I don't know. Like, if they want it that bad, then they're going to pay extra $500 for security.
Okay, so the $1,500 to $3,000, if somebody want to do that one-on with you, it has to be by word of mouth.
Yeah, because I know these people, like,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in the circle kind of thing.
Okay, so when you in the club and stuff, like your OnlyFans, how do you promote your OnlyFans? What you doing on your OnlyFans?
I just dance, make sexy stuff, video stuff. Sometimes I play with toys or whatever, but I kind of stopped doing that because and I know it's like people from my hometown, you know, they messy for small country little town, but I felt like people was like taking my stuff off OnlyFans and reselling it.
Okay.
But it's like, first of all, you're not supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm not ashamed of nothing. So my family know what I do, but I don't put it on those platforms for it to be seen anywhere else. You get me? Like, I'm on this website for a reason. You get me? So
this is your profession. This is your job. Like, how much are you bringing in from your OnlyFans, from you doing these privates, and like, how much are you bringing in a year?
So honestly, this is one of those stages where you look back and you like, I've touched so much money, and because I wasn't like disciplined to manage it all, it's kind of like.
What's the most money that you done seen in one night of dancing, or one night with your one-on-ones? Like, what's the most that you seen dancing?
That was 10. I think that 10,000 was like the most I done made in a night. And that was at a private event. And that's with a $1,500 booking plus all the tips from everybody. And that was out of town. Wasn't in Atlanta.
What gets you going? Like, when you go and dance, you know, some girls, they have their uppers or whatever they need to get them going. Do you have any?
All that shit. So I'm naturally, like, I can go vibe with somebody naturally. Like,
Right.
I don't have to be drunk, high.
I get that.
But it's like, if I'm doing that, I'm on a different level.
Right.
But I know my limits, too, because I'm about to work. And I'm not finna go in here drunk. I'm not finna go in too high. Like, I gotta know what's going on. I'm dancing, but I'm watching what's going on around me. You know what I'm saying? I see motherfuckers start whispering a little too much for me. What's going on? What y'all talking about?
So you say you have never experienced anything, any type of trauma, anything. Have you been in a club where you have been around girls that may have had a pimp, or girls who have had major shit really going on? You know what I'm saying? How have
I mean, that's the normal stuff in the club, you know, especially at the end of the night. If certain girls don't make what they needed to make by the end of the night, it's drama because they start getting mad at the girls who did make money. So it's always some drama when it comes to splitting bags and all of this. I don't do that type of stuff. So when I am in the club, I'm a loner. I dance by myself. I don't want to dance no girls because I don't want to split no bag with no girl. I don't want to sit here and count no money. I don't want to count my money here at all because I don't want nobody here counting my bag. I want to grab my bag and go straight to my car. I count my money at home. You get me?
I do.
So drama comes when it's time for these bag splittings and who on what section, and we know him from the west side, so we gonna go in his section. Hey, boo boo, he don't want you tonight. So that's where all that come in. It be drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give the people time to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that.
How do you get over that?
It took a long time. So I went through that stage where I felt like I'm fine if they want me.
Yeah, you a pretty girl, so I know bitches gonna hate. You know bitches gonna hate. I just want to know, like, what bitch tried you? Because you're not going to tell me that you done came in Atlanta and you done danced in a fucking club and ain't now one bitch tried you.
And on both of my kids, not one bitch has tried me.
Not one bitch has tried you.
I have not had, and I honestly, you You know,
So-
and honestly, still yet, like I'm spiritual too.
Okay.
So even every time before I go, I pray. You know what I'm saying? Like if the energy is off, I'll leave. Like if I feel like some shit finna go left, I'll leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm a person who let certain shit go under the rug because.
Right. You
You
pick
know what I'm
and choose
saying?
your
Like
battles.
I pick and choose my battles wisely. Like, you know, you damaged. You need this money. It's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you need them $10, get it. It's certain shit. I let a lot of stuff pass too. You get what I'm saying? But it's never been nobody that disrespected me to where I feel like I had, you know what I'm saying? It's be petty shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Oh, you going by the rules or you can't dance here. Petty stuff, but nothing major. Like I pick and choose. You get what I'm saying? Like
What does the future hold for your career in dancing? Like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Are you still gonna be dancing? What are you gonna be doing?
So my goal now, I do want a dance studio, a Mommy and Me dance studio. My daughter likes to dance. She's on a dance team. I want a Mommy and Me dance studio. I do give a lot back to my community. I give back to people at home. You know, I try to put together community events. So I feel like I pray and I get more so I can give more to people. And I feel like it's going to be a circle of money flowing to me because those are my pure intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I make money, but I give a lot of money back out. And sometimes I get mad, like, I wish I wasn't this type of person because if I stop doing for everybody, I'll have way more money than what I have. You get me?
Have you considered porn?
I ain't gonna lie. I looked at one of my videos like, damn, I need to sell that. I did. You know, I was like, fuck it. At this point, I'm already all the way in now. Like, I have, but it's like, even like on my OnlyFans, like they'll come like, you got something riding or doing this or getting fucked or something. And I don't. I honestly don't. I don't fuck random people to make OnlyFans content. Like, I had a boyfriend, like, and if it was like, we didn't get to that stage where like I asked him and he was down, I was trying to ease it in, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing I ever did. And I've been single for like 2 years now, so.
Okay, but
I don't have any of that on my.
It's something that you have considered.
I done thought about it. You know what I'm saying?
You have a whole OnlyFans page, so you know anything is liable to happen with that. So, are you prepared for that? Are you ready to tell your daughter that you?
I mean, I don't think it's something. It's something that I thought about, but when it comes to questions like this, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm glad I never did it or never dropped it. It's nothing I'm pressed about. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I done redid my whole thing with the OnlyFans, because it's like I don't have to do all that. You get me? Like whatever money come from that site, come from it. It's not anything that I'm dependent on. That's just extra money. You get me? Like, but that done went down a lot too, because like when that started happening, I stopped posting certain stuff because it's like I seen it. Well, I was hearing about it from other, like being posted or reselling, so I stopped doing it. So I just really just do the basics, you know. I'm entertaining alone, you know. I might still play a little peekaboo or something like that, but I don't do all that toys.
This is gonna be actually the last question, Paradise. It was
Okay.
certainly an honor to speak with you. But tell us, what technique that you have that sets you aside from the other girls when you go in the club? Because you don't like to dance with nobody. You make your own money. What certain technique that you have that the other girls don't?
I feel like my energy plays a big role into me connecting with people and setting myself different from the other girls. Like, I never have a nasty attitude with customers because I feel like you coming in here to throw me money. You know what I'm saying? I need money from you, so I don't need to have no nasty attitude with you. You feel me? Like, you came in here for a show, so I'm gonna give you a show. You get me? Like, even if somebody don't want to dance with me, I'm gonna still introduce myself because you might not want me this time, but you might want to dance with me next time.
Okay.
So I feel like that always separates me from everybody else. Like, I'm in it for one thing. I'm not in here to make friends. If I come across some dance partners, cool, but I ain't with it, you know. But I ain't there to make no drama either. But I feel like I don't want the same people to see my face every night. So when I come to certain spots, I want them to be excited to see me. Like, hey, when you going back here? When you coming back to Columbia? When you coming back to Atlanta? Now you waiting on me, so I know for sure when I go dance, I'm making it bad. It ain't gonna be a waste of a night. You get me?
And you do all of this, and you do all of this alone. You don't have nobody to travel with you. You don't
I
have
have
any
a whole
other girls.
team. I have
Okay.
2 assistants. I have an assistant in South Carolina. I have an assistant here, a branding manager. Like, my family alone is my security. So when I'm stepping out, they going out with me. Now, I am in the process of looking for like professional security and like transportation service and stuff like that because I drive a Charger too. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that car kind of hot then with me. So it's like I'm in a point where I want drivers and stuff now.
So with that in mind, like with you coming into dancing, and what is your aspirations for going forward? What can we look forward to seeing from Paradise Jordan?
So the upcoming, I am rebranding. So I have an online boutique called Paradise Dream Collection. That is my big source of income along with dancing. My dancing provides for that. So I put my money into that. So I sell like luxury lingerie. I am rebranding everything. So my lingerie goes with everything. So it sells. So I'm trying to expand my lingerie boutique. I am starting my twerk classes. I'm a twerk instructor. I like engaging with people. I like meeting other women. I like hyping women up. I like boosting their confidence up, and they gravitate to me. That alone brings me sales, brings me business from getting more bookings now, because now these women are booking me for their bachelorette parties and their girls' nights to come teach them how to twerk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done did married couples where they book me to just dance for them, and now I'm in here teaching her how to dance for her husband, be seductive to her husband, or how to arch her back correctly. You know what I'm saying? Iron board arch. You know what I'm saying? Like simple stuff. You get me? Like, and it's cool if you don't know that.
Can you show us how to do that?
Let me see how you do it.
Girl, no, this is about you.
But I can correct you if you're wrong.
You can't correct me on nothing that I do, baby, because what I do is what I do.
Well, step.
Baby, this is about you.
You see how she? Let me see like this.
That's how you do it.
Like this.
Okay, fool. Paradise Jordan with the magic arch.
Why am I fooling with you?
Yes,
Oh my
goody.
God. Yes. But thank y'all. Thank you.
So Paradise, it was certainly a pleasure speaking with you again. I am Cookie with the Good Nikki.
Okay.
We look forward to seeing more of you.
You will.
Going forward.
Billboards, everything.
You want to drop your Instagram or what have you?
Yes, Instagram _Paradise Jordan. PARADISEJORDAN, Paradise Jordan. My dream collection is www.paradisedreamcollection.com.